When I was little, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. He cut off the heads of 131 lords. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. And he took me with him.
Hey everybody, as you know, I put the status of a number of my videos on the line by issuing a direct challenge to YouTuber The Bloody Truth. He claims the globe model does not reflect the real-world occurrence of sunsets and sunrises on the Earth, as shown by the trusted timeanddate.com, specifically the UK and Australia, during any part of the year outside of around the summer solstice. I challenged him to pick any 4 dates and times that he believes cannot be reproduced on a globe, and if I could do so, he would have to take down his videos supporting D Marble's UK-Australia globe claim, and he would have to put up a video saying I was correct. If I'm not able to show that the globe reflects what timeanddate.com shows, then I would have to take down my anti-D Marble videos and put up a video stating the bloody truth to be correct. Truth agreed and gave me 3 dates instead of 4, the Winter Solstice and the 2 Equinoxes, because he said that would be enough. So in this video, I intend to show that the bloody truth needs to take those videos down, not only because he is wrong and thus loses the challenge, but because he actually does not know what he's talking about, even though he's making definitive statements in his videos. As a side note, in the time it has taken me to put this video together, several people online have told the bloody truth where his understanding has fallen short. And since he doesn't put any craftsmanship into his videos, he may put another one out trying to cover his ass on this subject. Maybe even put some new limits on this challenge. None of that will be relevant. Any additional limitations to this challenge that come after the Bloody Truth's October 14th video, where he accepted my challenge, will be invalid. This is his claim. When the Bloody Truth did a demonstration positioning the globe at the 2 solstices and the 2 equinoxes, he was not able to get the sunset and sunrise areas to match timeanddate.com on any demonstrations except the summer solstice. He says it's impossible to do so. I did my own demonstrations to see if he was correct, but in going over his demos, I found it was not necessary for me to do so, because his demonstrations themselves prove him wrong. So let's look at them together. Let's look at the March Equinox demo. Here's his. When he looks at his globe and the timeanddate.com image, he says these areas are well into sunlight, but on the globe, not so much. But I will tell you that this here is exactly what the desk globe shows. The problem is, the bloody truth doesn't understand how to read timeanddate.com. This line here, this is the terminator line of the sun's direct light on the Earth. All of this here is the terminator line around the Earth. This area is just a hair less than half the area on a globe. If you measure the size of this image, you'll find that this lighter area is 50.3% of the image width. Pretty good given the average sunlit area of the Earth is known to be 50.23%. At any point within this area, the sun is not visible. At this time, the terminator line is just west of the UK and just west of New Zealand. The Bloody Truth's terminator line is here because he didn't place it all that well, which is a little more than 10 degrees off of where it should be to match the terminator line. We'll keep that in mind. If you were to rotate his a little more, the terminator line on the other side of the Earth would be in the same spot west of New Zealand as shown on timeanddate.com. But the Bloody Truth would argue, but on Time and Date it shows all of this lit up area. You don't see that on the globe. And that's true. You don't see this lit up area on these globes. Nor should you. After all, you're not looking at the sky from the Earth. This is how the sunlight falls onto the surface of the Earth. This image represents what the sky looks like to the people on the Earth. Those are very different things. You see, each one of these darker areas has a name and its own properties. This is the civil twilight area. It extends to about 6 degrees beyond the terminator. The sky, to the person on the Earth, is still very bright, bright enough to get things done. But the sun cannot be seen. This section here is in nautical twilight. It extends another 6 degrees beyond the terminator. The brighter stars are out, enough that sailors can use them for navigation. There's enough glow in the sky to still be able to discern the horizon. Next up is astronomical twilight. Extending to 18 degrees beyond the terminator, very much nighttime for most people, but there's just enough light pollution in the direction of the sun to hide the dimmest stars. Lastly, this area here is in true nighttime. Here, even the dimmest stars can be seen, but it has been dark for a long time. So what does this all mean? It means the reason the Bloody Truth thinks the globe doesn't match the map is because he doesn't know what the map is actually saying, and he stated a definitive claim based on something he didn't understand. And a lot of people cheered him on, obviously not understanding how to read the map themselves. And it means all we need to do to confirm that the globe model matches timeanddate.com is confirm that the terminator lines match up. To confirm this, let's look at the summer solstice. It's not one of the dates that he gave me, because he agrees that the summer solstice does reflect what is shown on timeanddate.com. And since he says it's accurate, let's see how that looks and use that as our standard. So I've synced my cameras up, and since it's video, I can pause it when the terminator matches the spot near the UK. It doesn't rely on me eyeballing it with my shaky hands. You know, I wrote this far and then I had a revelation. I should do a demo with the globe fully lit up, with an artificial terminator imposed over the image to represent half of the globe being lit up. After all, the Bloody Truth agrees that in the globe model, half of the globe should get direct sunlight. And since my light source is small, less than half of the Earth is lit up. Let's add that to the mix and make the accuracy of the globe that much more clear. So here we have the summer solstice, about 9 p.m. in the UK. The terminator line on my underlit globe is here. On my fully lit globe, it would be here, just slicing the UK down through eastern South America near the equator and cutting through the southern tip of South America. Looking at time and date, the terminator line matches. On the other side of the Earth, eastern China, east of Taiwan, slicing through eastern Australia, west of New Zealand. On timeanddate.com, the same. Does my globe show a glow going all the way to Western Africa or Western Australia? No, nor should it. Remember, this is how the sky looks from the ground, with the atmosphere scattering sunlight toward the viewer on the surface. All that matters is the terminator. And the Bloody Truth agrees with that, because he has declared that on the summer solstice, the globe is accurate. And with that declaration, he has established a standard. So, with that standard in mind, let's look at the September equinox at the time he suggested. Can I get the terminator line to appear on the globe as it does on time and date? If I line up the terminator so it just crosses the tip of Greenland and the edge of Africa on the other side, the terminator should fall a bit closer to New Zealand than Australia. Look at that. According to timeanddate.com, Australia is in nautical twilight here. And since we don't have an atmosphere to faintly glow, we can't see that. But just like the summer solstice, the terminators match. So, the globe matches timeanddate.com for the September equinox. Let's move on to the winter solstice. Terminator line crossing through Spain and Portugal, and diagonally through Africa just west of center. On the other side, the terminator should be slicing through New Zealand, with Australia completely dark. Yep, 2 down. Let's finish strong with the March equinox. According to time and date, I should get the terminator just west of the UK, and if I do that, the terminator will cut through Western Africa, and on the other side of the globe, it should cut just west of New Zealand. Is Eastern Australia showing signs of daylight? It shouldn't be. According to Time and Date, the sky over eastern Australia is in astronomical twilight. That's complete nighttime to everyone but the picky astronomers who want to see all of the stars. Nerds. The March equinox matches. So, the bloody truth, I have completed my end of the challenge, and you have failed. According to our agreement, you need to take down your videos supporting D. Marble's claims and put up a video stating that I am correct on this subject. Don't punk out. The fact is, you don't know how to read the timeanddate.com map, and you staked your claim on something you didn't understand. I knew this from the start, and that's why, let me let you in on a little secret here. That's why I wrote and recorded this voiceover before I even did the demonstrations, because I had confidence that the demonstrations would fit what I wrote. Now, do I expect you to admit your failure and take them down? No. You're going to keep them up while you review the video, and maybe get a little help from your friends that offered their knowledge. But in the end, you'll say I wasn't an honest broker, I didn't replicate your demo precisely, something, and you'll leave them up. Or maybe you'll take them down but have other people mirror them. But the fact is, everyone who watched this video knows you failed. You know you failed. And you know what else? The people who thought you were right and egged you on also failed. But you know what? There is one thing you can do to redeem your position. Remember this animation you put up? Declaring the flat earth model reflected the sunrise and sunsets shown on timeanddate.com? Now, I said the globe model fit timeanddate.com, and I've shown that to be true. Can you, or any of your friends, do the same for your flat earth model? Print out a flat earth map. Put a sun over it at the proper height, whatever that height is. Flat disk sun, spherical sun, whatever your belief requires. And show how the light and dark fits the pattern shown on timeanddate.com. Now, this is not a challenge. I'm done with that. It's just a suggestion, because if you could do it, it would go a long way, wouldn't it? But you will never do it, because you don't have the science. Your map is wrong, and the Earth is not flat. And that is the bloody truth.
That's my job! That's what I do! I don't lose! I win! Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me?
Maybe you came by to congratulate me on last night's victory.